Right now at 11, Vice President J.D. Vance is headed to Los Angeles amid the nationwide debate over recent immigration raids right here in L.A. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lolita Lopez in for Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. New video into our newsroom shows the Vice President boarding Air Force Two. When he gets here, Vance will tour federal facilities, including a mobile command center. His visit comes as protests continue following immigration raids across Los Angeles. On Wednesday, U.S. Northern Command said that it was activating 2,000 National Guard troops in L.A. That brings the total number of National Guard troops mobilized to the city to more than 4,000. The president also sent U.S. Marines to assist in immigration operations. Vance is expected to speak with the media about his visit afterwards. We're going to bring you some of what he says right here on NBC4. Meanwhile, we're speaking of the National Guard, and troops are staying in L.A. An appeals court has ruled President Trump retains control of the troops. NBC4's Lauren Coronado explains what's next in this legal battle.
The decision came down late last night, which means we'll continue to see the National Guard here in L.A. outside of federal buildings like the one here in Westwood and downtown L.A. But the legal battle is not over. More now from legal analyst Royal Oakes, who I spoke with this morning.
Based on the big Trump win in the Ninth Circuit yesterday, we could be seeing the troops on the ground for a long time. But there is a catch. It's possible the federal judge sinking his teeth into the issue today will say, well, they may protect federal buildings, but I don't want them going out and doing cop work and trying to help ICE out in the field.
After 2 days, a three-judge panel of the Ninth Circuit decided the president does in fact have the right to deploy California's National Guard without the governor's permission in this case, but rejected the president's claims that he can federalize the National Guard without answering to a court. Either way, the National Guard is here to stay for the time being. Governor Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta say the case is far from over.
Today, the same judge who ruled for Newsom has a hearing, and at that hearing, he could say, I hear you, Ninth Circuit, but things are calmer on the streets. I think Donald Trump has no legal right to order troops into the streets in California now.
And we also know Vice President J.D. Vance is expected in town today. He may be stopping here at the federal building in Westwood. Of course, we'll be following all of those developments throughout the day. Reporting in Westwood, I'm Lauren Coronado, NBC4 News.
Thank you, Lauren. Developing now out of Pico Rivera, federal agents were spotted at a shopping center this morning. This is Citizens app video from the town center near Washington and Rosemead. It appears some sort of smoke devices may have been used as a crowd started gathering there. It's unclear if anyone was detained in the situation. Today's operation comes just 2 days after Border Patrol agents arrested a U.S. citizen during an immigration operation in that same shopping center. The Department of Homeland Security says the man was arrested for punching two agents. Meanwhile, in Pacoima, police broke up a late-night protest calling for an end to the ICE operations in L.A. after drivers took over the intersection. This is at Van Nuys and Laurel Canyon Boulevards. Video shows cars doing donuts in front of a large crowd that had been peacefully demonstrating there with flags and signs. Several people were seen doing stunts and setting off fireworks. At 11:04, let's get to this story. Many Dodger fans are waiting for the team to make a statement about the immigration raids, and the pressure is building. Just yesterday, federal agents were denied access to the stadium's parking lots. NBC4's Brittany Hope is live outside the stadium now with the very latest. And Brittany, have we heard from the team yet?
No, we really haven't heard much of anything, Lolita. In fact, they were going to make some sort of announcement yesterday about plans to help the immigrant community, but the team says that announcement was delayed after what happened here. Yesterday morning, these federal agents were seen outside the ballpark, outside the entrance to Lot E. A crowd quickly gathered, including LA City Councilperson Eunice Hernandez, and they all came to voice their opposition to this. Well, the Dodgers said the agents asked for access to the team's parking lots, and the Dodgers said no. We now know those agents were with the Department of Homeland Security. A source with the Dodgers tells us after those agents were turned away, the agents processed several detainees just outside the ballpark. Protests continued throughout the day and into the night when fans were trying to get inside of the game. As pressure builds on the team to make a stand, we asked fans what they think needs to happen.
I fully support people boycotting the Dodgers, especially when it's such a strong Latino community. Their silence is speaking to a lot of different things.
I don't believe you should force someone to give their opinion. I mean, that's up to them.
Now, if you take a look at the team's social media, it is flooded with comments from fans who are calling out the team for staying silent. Now, here's what we know going forward. LAPD does tell us that they know about some sort of planned protest that's happening here at the stadium tomorrow afternoon. Before then, though, tonight's game, starting at 7:10, is still scheduled to happen. Reporting live outside Dodger Stadium, Brittany Hope, NBC4 News.
Brittany, thank you so much for that.